Hello, friends. Today's topic, the voyage, was successful. So, why did the superintendent call the urgent meeting? It's 0900 hours. The vessel has already sailed. The cargo operations were completed. No incident, no injuries, no delays. The departure report was sent. From the outside, it looked like a perfect voyage. Yet, 3 days later, an unexpected email landed in the operator's desk. Subject: Voyage Performance Review. Immediate discussion required. The operator frowned. Immediately discussion? About what? The vessel was already halfway across the ocean. Everything had gone according to plan. So everyone thought. During the review meeting, the superintendent projected a single slide onto the screen. Nobody spoke. Fuel consumption was higher than expected. Port stay had been longer than planned. Several communications between ship and shore had been delayed. None of these issues had stopped the voyage, but together they had quietly increased cost. The room became silent. Then Superintendent asked a simple question: Did we have a successful voyage? Or did we simply avoid a failure? That question changed the atmosphere immediately because most maritime professionals are trained to notice what goes wrong. Very few are trained to study what almost went wrong, and that difference matter a lot. Months earlier, I sailed with a master who taught me something I never forgot. Every evening after major operations, he carried a small notebook. Nothing fancy, no software, no dashboard, just a worn notebook. After departure, he would sit quietly with a cup of coffee and write three questions: what happened? What did we expect to happen? And what happened differently? That was it. No blame, no suspect, no speeches, no investigations, just honest observation. One day I asked him why he did it. He smiled, then pointed toward the bridge window. Outside, the sea looked calm. The ocean teaches every day, he said. Most people are simply too busy talking to listen. At the time, I thought it was just another captain saying. Year later, I understood exactly what he meant because shipping has strange habit. The biggest lesson rarely arrive as accidents. They arrive as small signals, a delayed emails, a misunderstood instructions, a near miss, a fuel variance, a pilot exchange that felt slightly rushed, a maintenance job that took longer than expected. Small things, easy to ignore, easy to explain away, easy to forget, until one day they become expensive. Many operators think experience automatically creates wisdom, but that is not always true. Sometimes 20 years of experience is simply 1 year repeated 20 times. The difference is reflection. The difference is feedback. The difference is whether someone is willing to ask, what is reality trying to tell me? The best master do it. The best chief engineers do it. The best operators do it. And interestingly, the best professionals are usually the easiest people to coach. They never assume they know everything. Even after thousands of voyages, even after decades at sea, they continue asking questions, they continue reviewing decision, they continue learning because they understand something most people miss. Feedback is not criticism. Feedback is information. Nothing more, nothing less. A fuel overconsumption report is information. A customer complaint is information. A near miss is information. A mistake is information. And information become valuable only when someone acts on it. That is why the strongest maritime careers are built on a simple cycle: operate, review, adjust, improve, repeat, operate, review, adjust, improve, repeat, again and again, voyage after voyage, year after year. Eventually, people call it talent. It was accumulated learning, accumulated reflection, accumulated feedback, and perhaps that is the most important lesson in shipping. Ships are inspected, machinery is inspected, cargo is inspected, safety system is inspected. But how often do we inspect our own decision? Because the next breakthrough in your career may not come from another course or another certificate or another manual. It may come from one honest question at the end of a shift. What happened today that almost failed to notice? The answer might be worth more than entire voyage. Thank you.